Hello all and welcome in to Season 3 WHF. We arrive in Bahrain for the first round of the calendar. Last season Cookie reclaimed his championship, winning his fourth in a row here at WHF. But as we head into Bahrain, we look to see, are there any new challengers on the horizon? We'll have a look at the lineups later on, but in this 14 round calendar, who will become the WHF champion as we head to Bahrain, one of the famous circuits in Formula 1 over the last 2 decades, famous for being the opening round of the calendar, a track containing 15 turns, 3 DRS zones. I will hand you over to Andy Owen, who will be commentating this evening's action. Who will win this opener in Bahrain?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Tonight's the night. It's Sunday night and it's the return of WHF. We have fun F1. My name's Andy Owen and I am absolutely delighted to be here to welcome you to our Season 3 opener, which will be around the Sakhir circuit of Bahrain. A few things that we probably need to go through beforehand, before we start, before we begin our journey around Sakhir tonight. There are a couple of things that we need to do. And I think the first thing we'll do this evening is announce the driver lineup that is going to be presented to you by our good friend WHF Arrow. Here we go.
Hello all and welcome in to your WHF Season 3 lineups. We're here trying to find out who is in what team. We head first to Red Bull, where we have 4-time SSR and WHF champion Cookie staying at Red Bull, joined by P3 in Tier 2's championship Dobo. We then move on to Ferrari, where it's Arrow staying at Ferrari, joined by Ty Clear, another Tier 2 graduate, as we head on to the all-new Aston Martin team of Turbo Snail and Exotic, 2 newcomers to WHF. Looking forward to seeing them race. And then we move on to Williams, my personal favourite team for unspecified reasons. As we move on to Kickstarter, we have the team of Ultra Titan and Ollie. A very quick team we have here. Ultra Titan finished P3 last season, followed by Ollie, who finished P6, so one of the stronger teams on the grid. As we move on to Mercedes, where we have one of the quickest drivers in the league, Supply Raptor, one of the contenders for the season to come, joined by the lanky one in the Mercedes, followed by McLaren, where we have a newcomer, A-Lizzie, another quick driver joining the tier. And his teammate is one of the true OGs in Craig Connolly, keeps his seat at McLaren. Then at Alpine, it's Josh and Spared Fungus, 2 drivers from Tier 2 moving on up. But it could be the RB team who are the ones to watch, as JG, P4 in the championship last time out, and Crypto, who has newfound pace after moving up from Tier 2 last season. And finally, it's the Haas team of WT Addiction and Rio to round out the 20 driver grid. There you have it. There is your Season 3 lineup. Who will win this season? Stay tuned to find out at twitch.tv/WeHaveFunF1.
There we go, and there we have it then. Hopefully the volume problems are fixed and that you can hear my dulcet tones. If you didn't hear me before, welcome in. It's WHF. It's the return. It's Season 3. We have fun. And I'm looking forward. JB isn't with me this evening, but I'm looking forward to calling the action as we head to our first race of the season opener for Season 3, which is going to be at Bahrain. Now, the question is, if Bahrain's the opener, what other tracks? Now we know all the drivers and all the teams that they're going to be racing for this season. What are the tracks for the rest of the season? Let's introduce you to our calendar. off to that short qualifying session. I'm sure of it. There it is, look. See? I told you. Yes, bright sunshine. I say bright sunshine. It is, of course, towards the middle of the evening. Can he get into the lower half 26s? 26.4s, maybe? 26.5s? It's a 26.4. What a lap that is by Cookie. Things like tyre wear. And we're about to see, because we're underway. The 5 lights are on. They're soon going to be out. And it's showtime for the first race of the season. Season 3, WHF, Bahrain. And it's Sunday night and we are away. Cookie gets a great start. Cookie and Supply Raptor into turn 1. Challenged by the V-carb of Jason Gordon then. Up into P3, Josh. P4, P5, it's Arrow making up a position. Can he make up another one? Going to challenge himself to stay ahead of that McLaren of Sid. Does do, but goes very deep. And a move gets made. There's an Aston Martin gone round its Exotic Sword. Yellow flags in Sector 1. As Exotic drops all the way back down to P16. It's Sid and Arrow challenging. No, Arrow's been challenged by the 2 Haas. So there's a sandwich. 2 Haas's almost come together as well here on lap 1. But out in front, Cookie streaking ahead. 6/10 ahead of Supply Raptor in the Mercedes already. As we see a Red Bull making a move in the background as the lanky one moves up into P7. Great start from the lanky one. Arrow, P5 and 6. P7 is the lanky one. Now, somebody who's got those soft ties to sing, it certainly is the lanky one. Up 8 positions, up into P7 on the first lap. Outstanding. He's going to make a move on the inside of Arrow, is he? Just about manages to keep the position, Arrow, but he's going to lose out on the drag race down towards turn number, whatever it is, 9. No, 11. 11, turn 11. Through goes the Mercedes then, up into P6. And we're going to see Supply Raptor making a move! Making a move, a dive up the inside. Contact between Mercedes and Red Bull allows the Red Bull back out in front. So, although it was a late dive and there was contact, caused a spin, Supply Raptor backed off and allowed Cookie to take control back of the race again. That's allowed Jason Gordon, Sid, Josh, all to close up. Speaking of Red Bull, looks like Dobo's made a move. Dobo, Dasher making a move on the inside of the final turn. He's going to get the move done just about in time. Dobo and Dasher both on those soft tyres as Rio sets the new fastest lap with a 31.5. Dasher, Dobo, Addiction and Tie Clear down towards the first turn. Then 3 wide into turn 1. Late on the brakes is the Haas. Too late was the cry as he goes through. So Addiction loses a couple of positions there. Dobo there to pick up the pieces. Dasher and Tie Clear go through. But here we go then, out in front. We've said it many times before. Yellow flag in Sector 2. There's been a collection between Arrow. It's Arrow. Arrow collected.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Jamie under pressure from both Rio. He's more than under pressure from Rio. Rio does a job on the inside of the hairpin, losing traction on those soft tyres. Is the Williams. He's going to be under pressure from the lanky one as well. Oh, late move there. Late move from Rio. Nearly collects the back of the Ferrari of Arrow. But he's going to be on much fresher tyres. All the DRS wings wide open. Are we going to see a move from that Mercedes? Lanky one does indeed make a move on the inside of turn 11. Up the hill they go through turn 12. Towards turn 14. End of sector 2. Onto the final straight. Turn 14. Here we go. And Arrow does indeed get swallowed up by that Haas on fresher medium tyres. Probably before plenty of the guys, but certainly the guys that haven't. Oh, late dive maybe that from Rio. Gets the move done though. Craig Conley picks up 3 seconds. Gets the move done, does Rio on Ultra Titan. And this is where Supply Raptor's got to show a little bit of patience to get past the Kick Sauber. He'll do it now, nice and easily done before we get down towards turn number 10. Turn number 11. Gets the job done at turn 11 and cruises up the hill then towards through turn 12. And even are they working? Surely now Sid's hard tyres are a better tyre. Maybe I'm wrong. Because the wing's wide open and up the hill to turn 4. The Red Bull gets the move done easily. Hangs it up round the inside. Makes sure to push. And speaking of push, there's a little bit of contact between the two. Side by side, they go through 5 and 6 yet again. Right on the rear wing. Are we going to see a move from Sid at the hairpin? Equal traction for the two. No, slightly better traction for the Red Bull then. Down through turn 9. Down the hill towards turn 10. Careful, gentlemen. Time, please. As we go. DRS wing wide open again on both the McLaren and that kick Sauber of Ultra Titan. We've got Joshy C on a recovery drive in the Alpine. It currently sat in P7. And we've got a full safety car. We've got a full safety car because RA Fitz in the other Alpine is out of the race. Full safety car. What a time to get a safety car if you cookie. Supply Raptor will be kicking himself, but he will come in for fresh boots, that's for sure. Not yet. Now he goes. Racing, go. Green, 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 green. And Craig Conley's lost it on the final bit. Ollie's going to be under pressure from Rio. Straight off the bat, Rio going to make a move up the inside. Beautiful view from the rear wing of Supply Raptor. Is he going to be able to make it stick? But does Ollie J get the foot down through turns 2 and 3 to retain P3? Well done to Ollie J. That was good of that Mercedes. DRS is live. So when we get to this next turn, we're going to see a move here, are we? Down into turn 1. Alpine on Red Bull. There's a McLaren in there for close comfort as well. But Lanky One, Dobbo, Joshy C, Sid managed to get through unscathed in what looked like a very daring move by at least one driver, if not more. Through turns 5 and 6 we go then. 2 wide. Alpine and Red Bull. McLaren still looking to try and poke its nose in. And there it goes. Oh! Is that damage? Is that damage? I thought I saw something come off one of those cars then. It looked like something came off one of those cars. There's so many cars, I just don't know where to look next. Lanky One gets the move done up through turn 11 then. A V-carb running wide might well allow that Alpine to come through as well through turn 12. Up into turn 13. Here we go. Jason Gordon. Is he going to see a move inside, outside? He's going to go inside then. Inside to turn 1. We're going to see an Alpine try and make a move as well. Oh! And the Mercedes! Is it the Mercedes? No, it wasn't. Mercedes and Red Bull. Where have we seen this before, kids? Let's have a good, safe finish to the race, boys. Ultra Titan still jumping and skipping around a little bit with a bit of lag. Wide! Wide goes JG off the track. That's going to give Arrow, at least Arrow, if not Thulu as well, a little bit of run down into the final turn. Great move from Arrow for the winner of this little tussle as we get a great move. That is great move up the inside from Ollie J on Rio. What a move from the Kick Sauber driver. I suppose technically you'd say it's the 27th time. It's going to be a case of you give, I give, all the way to the finish line for these two boys then in the Haas and Kick Rebel. Late on the brakes! Late on the brakes for Ollie. Good grief. Locked him up. Manages to maintain control. Ends up going off the track though. Rio and Ollie. Oh, Ollie all over the place. And Rio manages to maintain P3, lap 26 of 29. Be interesting to see. We'll definitely check in with these guys. Supply Raptor, the losing out position at the end of the long home straight as Cookie regains the lead of the race. Cookie will cross the line. First race of our season here in WHF and closely followed by Supply Raptor. Red Bull followed by Mercedes. We've seen that before. Haas. Is Haas going to be the next car? Haas is. And it's going to be a podium. It's going to be a podium for Rio. P4 is going to be Ollie J. Great drive from him. And then we've got following up. It's going to be the... yeah. Could have done with having that on, really. It was double. The lanky one in P6, Ultra Tight in P7, Sid P8, P9 goes to Thulu. Jamie Dwyer ends up in P10, does indeed pick up a point. The Williams driver. WT Addiction in P11. P12 is Craig Conley, 13 clear. Arrow finishes in 14, Joshy 15, and Jason Gordon.
There you have it. Cookie wins the opener in Bahrain, but it was no easy feat. Supply Raptor looks like he is the contender this season. Meanwhile, the debutant of Rio in the Haas gets a podium. So great start for Rio, followed by Ollie and Dobo, but an action-packed race there in Bahrain before we head on over to Qatar for round 2 in this 14-round calendar. Next time out, will we see Cookie extend his championship lead over the rest of the field and continue winning ways as he has always done here in WHF, or will Supply Raptor be able to contend with Cookie? We will see. A familiar face sits atop the championship standings in WHF, but next time out, will that change? Stay tuned. I've been WHF Arrow. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.